Well, the Russia-Ukraine war has continued for close to 3 years now. Ukraine's frontline defenses are in danger of crumbling, and amid the war weariness, President Volodymyr Zelensky's popularity is fading. Now, according to a recent poll, most voters would prefer that he does not seek a second term. The poll by Social Monitoring Center surveyed 1,200 Ukrainians and found that as few as 16% of Ukrainians would vote to re-elect him for a second term. The poll has also revealed that about 60% would prefer Zelensky not to even stand for re-election. Top of the poll, with 27% support, was Valery Zaluzhny, the former commander-in-chief of the Ukrainian armed forces, who has served as the ambassador to Britain since July. Zaluzhny was dismissed by Zelensky in February after a rumored disagreement over the handling of the war, and the poll shows he is Ukraine's most trusted figure. Although he has yet to openly declare any political ambitions, his appointment to a diplomatic post in London was seen by many analysts as an attempt by Zelensky to sideline him. But it remains unclear when Ukrainians will be able to choose their next president. Zelensky's term of office ended in May, but new elections have been suspended indefinitely under martial law that was introduced at the start of the Russian invasion. Analysts say maintaining popularity at a time of war is incredibly challenging, and it's best for Zelensky to hold the polls before his popularity slides further. Olena Tregub is the Secretary General and Executive Director of Independent Defense Anti-Corruption Committee, NATO. She's now joining us live from Kiev in Ukraine. Ms. Tregub, thank you very much for making time for us and welcome. What do you think prompted President Zelensky to make such an admission of ceding territory and even trying to rope in the NATO?
Well, the idea that NATO would protect part of Ukraine and instead we will stop fighting for the territory that Russia is now controlling, and we'll try to return them diplomatically. This idea has been around for more than a year right now. And this is actually not a new idea. However, before this idea was discussed behind the back doors, and Biden administration has never offered anything like that. They never supported the idea. So Zelensky says it correctly. Nobody ever offered to protect the rest of Ukraine if we will temporarily cede their territories that Russia now controls. So now there will be new administration. Trump inauguration is January 20, and this is very decisive move because this is also requires courage from US, from NATO to do something like that. And Zelensky just tries to show that we are ready, of course, for ceasefire. We have been ready a long time. The reason why Ukraine doesn't have ceasefire, why we don't have peace, is because Russia was never interested in ceasefire, despite deception, despite disinformation that they keep signaling that they are interested. In reality, they are not. They want to destroy the whole Ukraine. And we are looking for the ways how to prevent this from happening. And this is one of the ways that Zelensky just communicated.
Do you think it is feasible? Because we are saying that the NATO will not really comply with some of these positions or some of these demands that Zelensky has raised.
Technically, from the legal point of view, there are mechanisms how NATO can do it. But why I don't think it's feasible? Because I think that NATO countries will not, all of those countries will not have courage to say, yes, we will protect, we will give you security umbrella, the rest of Ukraine, so that we make sure that Putin will not attack you again. This is because these countries, unfortunately, they understand if Putin does attack us again, then they will probably have to participate in protecting us in the war. And they are not ready to do this. And because of that, right now, we need to think about what other security guarantees we can get, because This is crucial. Otherwise, it's absolutely impossible that there will be any ceasefire. Ukrainian society is very consolidated now. We don't have actually any division because we understand that Russians are trying to destroy us, and we will, if we see that they are actually asking for ceasefire just in order to rearm and hit us stronger to destroy us for sure, no Ukrainian would agree for such ceasefire because we understand the end goal of Russia.
Mr. Gub, let's move away from ceding territory and talk about another issue, and I want you to make your response brief. Why is Zelensky's popularity fading? Why have Ukrainians lost trust in their president, with some even suggesting or even urging him not to seek another term?
Well, it's a natural process for any politician to lose popularity. This war is very difficult, tragic, and tiring for Ukrainians. And Zelensky came to office when he was a very peaceful man, when he said that he doesn't need to prepare for any war because he will have peace with Russia. And Ukrainians, of course, remember that he did not prepare the country for war, and he did not believe that Russia would attack. Later on, Zelensky showed courage. Zelensky stayed, Zelensky fought, but of course, all those early days are remembered. But I don't really think that Zelensky's popularity is that low. I talk to people in Kiev, everybody supports him. It's just that they feel that maybe there are some people out there who can end this war in a different way. But I think it's just an illusion, because it doesn't matter who's Ukrainian president. The Russian president would be the same. It's Putin, and Putin's goal is to destroy Ukraine.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. I've been talking to Ms. Olena Tregub. She's the Secretary General and Executive Director of Independent Defense Anti-Corruption Committee, NATO. Ms. Tregub, thank you for talking to us today. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.